Hey guys, Geek and I'm back again on Pokemon Showdown, where today we've got something very interesting. So, Donutglazuur, as you may know, who was in the last Sub Sunday video, who beat me. Ugh, I'm just kidding. Great subscriber, he's been there supporting me for quite some time now. He sent me a team because, as you guys know, I love to take team requests, and I am going to either edit them, use them, and do all sorts of stuff, or just Pokemon requests that you want me to build teams around. But basically, he sent me this entire team. He sent me a paste spin as well, so I'm gonna open that up right next to the screen. Now, you can see the team right here. So I'm gonna just go over the notes that he told me first, and then I'm gonna I'll go over the notes when they come up. But basically, he says that this team is built around Talonflame and Gastrodon. So interesting enough, Gastrodon is not that commonly used. It's pretty decent, and it is definitely viable. I don't really use Gastrodon ever, so I don't know what its good spread is. It's got a pretty interesting one here. Nothing looks too wrong with it, although I don't generally see this offensive of Gastrodons, normally because with Storm Drain, you don't need to be too offensive. And that's the main point of Gastrodon and Talonflame, right? Because obviously Storm Drain takes away the lightning type moves, as well as Gastrodon is immune to lightning types, so that's nice. Only thing is that it's got Expert Belt, which is really weird, because a lot of the time, Ice Beam, Earth Power, Scald, okay, I get that maybe Expert Belt plus that decent investment can OHKO thing, definitely will OHKO things that are when it's super effective, but a lot of the time, I played 2 matches with this team. I lost one and I won one. That one that I lost, I noticed that Gastrodon didn't hit anything for super effective damage, but they couldn't hit me at all. But I was sitting there scalding, earth powering, or ice beam for neutral hits that, yes, this investment allowed me to do damage, but it really wasn't anything too special. But this is decent. Gastrodon was pretty interesting, and its only weakness being grass is easily covered by Talonflame. Now, this is also a very interesting Talonflame spread that I'm thinking about slightly changing up. So I do like the Life Orb. Obviously, Life Orb Talonflame is what I used, but when I used Talonflame, I used a 252 attack and 252 speed, but he's chosen not to go too much in speed, and let's see his reason for that. He says, Talonflame is 212 EVs in speed, so it can outspeed base 105s and protect the team from fake out with quick guard. So I understand that, but I really think that Tailwind is huge. Now, the reason why is because this team under Tailwind can become a huge threat, especially the Kangaskhan, which I'm going to get to later, as well as just the rest of the team, Gastrodon, Lando, T, Thundurus. Thundurus doesn't really need it, but they all do quite well under Tailwind, so I decided I'm going to not use Protect. Now, Protect might come back onto this instead of Quick Guard if I decide that the Fake Out is just too much on me, or just any priority moves. But I do like Quick Guard, so I think I'm going to keep this. I don't need the Protect because I'm going to see Rock Slides or a Lightning type move coming from a mile away. Now, I definitely like this Downflame Gastrodon synergy. Donutglazuur, you did an amazing job on that. Kudos to you, but now we're going to move on to the rest of the team. And when I first saw this team, I saw these two, I was like, ooh, this is going to be a lot of fun. And then I saw Kangaskhan, I was like, I never used Kangaskhan because it's so overly used, but your spread is pretty interesting. Normally, Kangaskhan is 252 attack, 252 speed, either Jolly or Adamant. Who do I watch lately? I've been watching Alex Ogloza, 2014 world champion. If you don't know who he is, then I have no clue what is wrong with you. But he's a YouTuber, so definitely go check him out. He uses Kangaskhan right now in his battle spot gameplay that you see that he does right now, and his Kangaskhan is Jolly, max speed, max attack. So I don't know how this one's gonna do, but one thing I do know, if you're running a bulky spread, I'm going to suggest Protect, because you're going to be outsped by any other Fake Out user, plus Fake Out is not that useful when a lot of the time you come in and you're like, I could Fake Out here, but sometimes just getting that Power Up Punch turn 1 is a lot nicer, especially because everyone predicts the Fake Out anyways, and you can really surprise them with a bulky Protect, Power Up Punch, Return, Sucker Punch set. Now, I love Power Up Punch here. Low Kick, I would suggest on fast Jolly spreads so you could KO other Kangs. But on this team, I definitely think a bulky power-up punch set is very interesting. So that is obviously the Mega Kangaskhan. Now we get over to Aegislash, which you guys, if you've been watching my videos, know that I hate Aegislash. I just suck at using it. It's really good, and I suck at going against it. Like my Mega Venusaur team, for example, my only real good counter for it is Heatran, which sometimes I don't even know if that can OHKO it even. I hate Aegislashes, especially because weakness policy, and with this investment, it can pretty much live anything. Any super effective hit. Now, double targets will take it out, but they gotta be careful because you can King Shield and Wide Guard. Wide Guard is also really nice support with Talonflame, another thing that I actually just noticed, so that's cool. Another thing though, I want to open up this again. More notes. He says the Aegislash is just a standard weakness policy set. As you can see, this is every time I do run Aegislash, I tend to run the weakness policy over the Life Orb, just because Life Orb is an item that you should definitely have on your team. If you're not running any Life Orb Pokemon, then you're kind of wasting items, because Life Orb is probably one of the best items in the game, and Life Orb Aegislash I don't think is worth it when weakness policy can be better at times, although not always. Life Orb, I do see why it's good, but because we have it on Talonflame, weakness policy is definitely the better pick. Also, some of his notes were King is a slow bulky variant. It can live low kick from a Jolly Greninja. Obviously, Jolly Greninja is not gonna... Actually, that's kind of a lot of damage. That's pretty interesting, but Greninja's not normally physical, but that's just to give a show of how much defense, how much bulk it has. So it might be able to live most fight. It will pretty much live all fighting type moves unless it's stabbed from like Terrakion or another Kangaskhan if it's a low kick or something. So yeah. Now onto the Lando T. He says this is just a standard Sash set. Now I never use a Sash Lando T. I've never done it before. I normally run Scarf, which is pretty standard, or Choice Band has been pretty fun in the past. But Sash, no way have I ever used that before. But it is cool because you do get to run Protect, Superpower, Rock Slide, Earthquake, pretty standard. Basically, you just give it a U-turn, add Focus Sash. Allows you to take Ice Beams and stuff, which can be huge, especially if you're, let's say you're going against Mamoswine. I know Mamoswine is not used that much, but just any Ice type really. And they use Icicle Crash. Let's go back to this Mamoswine example, and then you just Superpower and they're dead, and you lived because of your Sash. That's really cool. Also, just guarantees that you get a hit as long as they don't double target you, but they probably won't because they're expecting you to be Scarf. The one problem is you don't get as fast Earthquake and Rock Slides off, but you're still hitting super hard and you're gonna live, so it's nice. Then we have Thundurus. Now this is just a standard support speed control set that I understand. Pretty interesting that it's got Swagger instead of something like Taunt maybe, because Taunt is very useful to stop Trick Room things like that, but I don't mind. This works. Swagger is quite fun. I really like T-Wave Swagger. It's something that really helped me in that one match that I won. Kangaskhan Thundurus were able to pretty much clean up very well after Gastrodon and Talonflame fell, just because Kangaskhan was power-up punching, Thundurus was T-Waving and Swaggering, and maybe I don't need the Tailwind on Talonflame because I have T-Wave, but either T-Wave or Tailwind is my form of speed control just to make Kangaskhan be able to outspeed everything, get up power punches, get up returns, and just destroy things at that point. And of course T-Bolt HPI is pretty much a given for this. Interesting spread. I'm assuming that Donutglazuur's already done his calcs on what these things live. Hopefully we'll just be discovering that as we play. It is the Citrus Berry, so it'll be able to tank hits with this pretty defensive spread actually. It has no special attack. That's really interesting. I hope that doesn't harm me. I don't think it will. Plus it's got a decent natural special attack anyways, so we'll see how that goes. I think we're just going to get right into this. One thing to note is you might want to run 0 speed in here. I'm going to run 0 speed in there because I don't want a fast Aegislash. I want to continue going last. But other than that, let's get right into this battle. Already 10 minutes into this video, but should be okay. Alright, so as I'm speaking about Taunt, we end up going against a Trick Room team. I'm assuming this is Trick Room. Seeing Camera Up, Scrafty, Aromatisse, Aegislash, Slowbro, and Breloom. So the Trick Room setter is it? Can Aromatisse get Trick Room? I think it can actually. So either that fairy or the psychic water. So the question is, what is our solution to stopping that? I know Kangaskhan can hit hard with return. If I had, no, this is where you want fake out, because you can fake out, hit it, and then the next turn double hit it, and it's definitely dead. But we don't have the fake out to allow us to do that. Plus, he might have fake out on Scrafty, so that is the one moment where you really want fake out. What a bummer. That sucks. Okay, I can deal with that though. Trying to think, what are my ways of taking this out? I do definitely want to lead with Talonflame, just because I can hit super hard. Question is, what do I have to take them out? I don't know how offensive I should lead here. I'm really tempted to go Lando T and Talonflame. I'm gonna try that out. Kangaskhan, obviously, he doesn't really get beat too hard, so there's no harm in bringing it. Now the question is, do I want Gastrodon? I do kind of want Gastrodon. I'm gonna have to preserve my Talonflame for that Breloom, because otherwise Gastrodon really will hurt my opponent's team here. There's the Aromatisse. I'm guaranteeing you. Yeah, I knew he would lead with that, so I'm pretty sure there's not much we can do about this Trick Room getting up. And he intimidates both my physical attackers, which is really annoying. Okay, he's gonna fake out. I can almost guarantee it. We can Quick Guard, though. We can Quick Guard. Do we want to Earthquake? Earthquake, Quick Guard. Earthquake, Quick Guard. Shall we do it? Shall we do it? Thinking. Almost doing. Quick Guard. He's probably just going to get up his Tailwind here. I don't really mind that, though. There's the fake out onto Talonflame, actually, so Quick Guard just protects Talonflame. And there's the Trick Room, actually. Earthquake barely doing anything. Wow, so defensive. Thing is, a superpower might be able to... Oh, wait, I'm intimidated, no wonder. Because of that, though, does this Scrafty can have Ice Punch? That's a pretty good question. I'm actually just going to go out into the Gastrodon, because he really doesn't have a way of touching us. This is where Protect again would be useful, so making these changes were something that I noticed I wanted in previous battles, but now when I get to these battles, it's like, oh, I wish I had the thing that Donutglazuur originally recommended. Alright, I can Brave Bird that Scrafty, but I don't think he'd just leave Scrafty in here. What does that Aromatisse want to do? Does it have a way of hurting Talonflame pretty badly? It might. So I'm a bit scared of that. I'm still just going to Brave Bird. I think the Brave Bird on Scrafty is so obvious that I'm actually going to do it onto Aromatisse. No, I'm going to do it on Scrafty, because... yeah, there we go. Good thing we did that. That's just a free KO. A lot of recoil, though, but that's kind of a given. As he just goes for the Moonblast, so obviously he had nothing to hit us too hard. No Ice Beam, no Rock Slide, or I don't even know what this thing gets. It doesn't get Rock Slide. Why would it get Rock Slide? So, obvious switch in here. I'm assuming he's got the Bullet Seed. Gastrodon does not want to take that, so we're going to go ahead and Protect here. Now, the thing is, he might target down Talonflame with his Aromatisse, but I don't know really what he has. So, I'm going to hope that he has no way of hitting my Talonflame. We're just going to go for a... We're actually going to go for the Overheat onto Breloom. I know we can miss, but I do not want to take too much recoil from the Brave Bird yet. That might be a misplay. He protects. We protect. He protects. Okay, I don't really mind that just because he stalled out his own turn of Trick Room. Again, I'm just assuming that Bullet Seed's coming. I could go into Lando T. I'm going to go into Kang just because it's such a bulky Kang that maybe he should be able to take this very well. I should be able to just go for the Overheat on Breloom, although at this point I just want to bring him down to his Sash, no questions asked. So let's go ahead and just go for the Brave Bird. I'm okay to take the recoil this turn. There's the Sash, pretty much 100% sure that he had it, no doubt in my mind, as he just goes for the Moonblast and Bullet Seed. So, oh, the crit We hang on with 3%. Bulky Kang coming through. We're going to go ahead and Mega Evolve. I'm pretty sure he's fearing the Fake Out onto Breloom, so he's going to either protect or switch it out. Because of that, I really want to double into Aromatisse. Only problem is he could take out our Kang if we're not careful. So I'm actually just going to Mega Evolve, protect, and go for the Brave Bird onto the Aromatisse just to do some damage. Is it more specially defensive than physically defensive? Let's figure this out. Aromatisse. It's more specially defensive, so Brave Bird is definitely the better call. Now the question is, do I actually go for Aromatisse? I'm going to go ahead and take Aromatisse because maybe we can put it into a nice return range because that thing seems bulky. Plus, I don't want it setting up another, whatever that thing is called. Life Orb should take us out there. Yep, it does. Don't want it setting up a Trick Room this turn, so I'm going to go ahead and switch into Lando T just so we can Rock Slide. We will outspeed, so that'll take out Breloom. It'll hurt Aromatisse, and then a return should destroy. Oh my god, he can Mach Punch. That just crossed my mind. He can Mach Punch. Very scary. Sucker Punch. I don't want him getting up. I really don't want him getting up another Trick Room. Rock Slide will take out Breloom. It'll hurt Aromatisse. But I'm going to go down to a Mach Punch then. Sucker Punch, does that actually... Sucker Punch only has +1 priority, but we're faster. So we can actually just Sucker Punch the Breloom and go for a Rock Slide. Right? Sucker Punch KOs the Breloom. Fails. Did he go for Spore? If he goes for... Oh, he went for a Spore. No, we could have returned the Aromatisse. That would have taken it out. I overpredicted there. Honestly, I expected the Mach Punch. I guess he just went for a Spore or something. Now, because he has that Camera Up, all I want to do is take out that Aromatisse. So, I'm actually going to go ahead and EQ this turn. Now, the question is, what do I do with Kang? Do I protect? I'm going to go ahead and protect this turn and EQ just for damage here. What does his Camera Up want to do, though? Because I don't feel like he has too much of a way to touch Lando T. He's probably going to Moonblast it. That's not going to be a surprise. Maybe a Sucker Punch would have been good this turn, and then just Earthquake to kind of clean the field, but we'll see. There's the Moonblast. Oh my god, that did so much damage. Heat Wave shouldn't KO. Oh my god! That was resisted! No, it wasn't resisted. I always forget Lando T doesn't resist that. Oh my god, that's annoying. We got a Sucker Punch that Aromatisse, and that's not going to KO. Camera Up, you better not have anything for me. We're going to Scald that Aromatisse as well. We got to get rid of that Aromatisse. Then Gastrodon should be able to... And he protects Camera Up. Oh, Sucker Punch almost KO'd there as well. That would have been great if that KO'd. I don't mind him taking out my Kangaskhan. That doesn't matter because Gastrodon wins one-on-one. At least I'm almost 100% sure it wins one-on-one. We're going to go for the Scald here. Because he can't protect this turn. Maybe I could protect, but there's 2 turns of Trick Room left, so I can just protect next turn. Scald might just KO anyways. It does KO. Whew, we almost died there as well. What an intense battle. That is just showing off this team going against a Trick Room team that I honestly didn't really have too many solutions for. I should have brought the Aegislash to deal with that Aromatisse. But again, I don't like Aegislash. Now, what potential... Let's go back to his team. What potential Pokemon could we switch out then? Because this is, for me, this is a great team right here. Definitely great. Try it out. Good job, Donutglazuur, but I'm not good at using Aegislash, and I'd rather not, so what potential steel types could I use that would fit well on this team? Let's see, we've got... I'm trying to think of good steel types that could fit on this team. One thing that I do note is, no, I was gonna say we still have a scarf, so whatever we do add, if it wants to have a choice scarf, that could be big. We don't. Bisharp could potentially fit. Nah, it's a fighting weakness. I'd rather not have that. It's a fighting fire ground. Fire ground Gastrodon again easily covers. It's that fighting weakness I don't want again. That's why I shouldn't go with it. That's why he has Age Slash, I guess. No need for heat round because we have a fire already. I guess that Age Slash does look like the best fit, so I understand why he used it. I just not a fan of Age Slash. Honestly not. Also the scarf, not the scarf, the sash, and yeah, okay. We're gonna keep Age Slash as it is. We're gonna keep the team as it is just because the Life Orb and Sash are both already taken up, so there's no real reason to be using stuff like that. But other than that, this team has been doing great, so thank you Donutglazuur for the team. Again, I've said this a million times, but it was a very good team, and I hope one day we can battle again because you seem to be very knowledgeable about VGC, so thank you again. But other than that, please leave a like on the video if you guys enjoyed because your support is greatly appreciated. Other than that, I gotta go, so goodbye.